NBA player props here on PrizePicks. Before I get started, though, there is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. They will match 100% of your first deposit. Also, Discord link and Patreon link are in the description of this video as well. But let's get into it. 2 games here on the WNBA site today. We got Chicago versus Vegas, which is a rematch of the Commissioner's Cup. I do expect this to be a pretty good game here. And then Connecticut versus the Los Angeles Sparks. No real injury notes. Wnba is still out for Las Vegas, which means they're going to be a 3-headed, or I guess Dearica Hamby plays already. So Kia Stokes here playing for Dearica Hamby. And then Chine, I believe, is going to be probable for the LA Sparks, or questionable. So we'll see if she ends up playing. I don't think that should affect anything too much. But nonetheless, 3 total player props that I like on the WNBA slate today. Let's not waste any time, though. Let's get right into it. We are coming off a night where we went 2 of 3 on our plays. Shay Petty, her fantasy score was 24.5. I had her over. She had 50 fantasy points last night. So she is reaping the benefits of Diana Taurasi being out for the season. And then Marina Mabrey, I had her over 1.5 3-pointers made. She had 2. And Sabrina let us down. She let a lot of people down yesterday. I had her over 19.5 points. She had 13. She started to play a lot better in the second half. She only had 2 points at halftime. But yeah, she missed on that. So we went 2 of 3 last night. Looking to replicate that tonight. Like I said, 3 WNBA player props here. 2 games on the slate. Let's not waste any time. Let's go. So the first play that I like is going to be straight to a rebounding prop. It's going to be Candace Parker over 8. Obviously, this is a huge game here. Chicago versus Vegas, rematch of the Commissioner's Cup. The 2 top teams in the WNBA, in my opinion. And Candace Parker here, in her games against Vegas, right? Commissioner Cup, she had 14 rebounds. The other time she played Vegas this season, she had 10 rebounds. So the 2 times she's played, or actually, at the third time she's played Vegas this season, had 11 rebounds. So 3 times she's hit 10, 11, and 14 rebounds against Las Vegas, who obviously she matches up with Asia Wilson, who, one of the prominent, probably the most prominent, best player in the league right now. So I think Candace Parker obviously going to play a ton of minutes to guard her. And Las Vegas, they are primarily a jump shooting team. They shoot a ton of jump shots, which obviously creates more rebound opportunities for a player like Candace Parker. So I'm taking the over here on this one for her at 8 rebounds. I think right now, this probably should be at a 9 or a 9.5. So I think there's extreme value right here for Candace Parker at 8 rebounds. Again, she's had 10, 11, and 14 rebounds against Las Vegas this season, which is what you honestly have to look at in comparison to like her last 5 games, where she's only hit this 2 of her last 5. So I like this play here for Candace Parker against Las Vegas at 8 rebounds. I'm taking the over on that one. Next play is going to be 3-pointers made. We're going to go right back to Allie Quigley. We took this play on, I believe, Tuesday it was, and she's hit this, 4 of her last 5 games, 2, 2, 2, and 2, 4 of her last 5. 1.5 is the prop, and she's taking 4 to 5, 6, even 8 3-pointers here a game, shooting at a good clip. So 50%, 33%, 66%, 25%, 66%, 50%. So with not a ton of opportunity, she is shooting the ball well from the 3-point line, and she's been scoring 10 plus points in each of her last 6 outings here. Overall in the season, averaging 11, 2, and 3. But I like the over here for Allie Quigley. I think 1.5 3-pointers made is a generous line here for her, considering she's taking 6 3-pointers and shooting 40%. So I like the over here on this one for Allie Quigley at 1.5. And then obviously, because this is going to be a high-scoring game, hopefully, with both these teams being very good. And then the last play is going to be actually a WNBA first half prop, and we're going to go to PRA, and we're going to go to Jonquel Jones at over 13.5. for her first half against the Los Angeles Sparks. Now, this is a first half PRA play. I like over 13.5 for Jonquel. She's hit the over here on her last 3 games, 21, 14, and 28 in her last game against the Sparks. Going right back to her against the Sparks here, I think there's a lot of replicating here when WNBA teams play each other. You see the same sort of tendencies, you see the same sort of rotations, you see the same sort of touches and the shots each players are taking. So Jonquel Jones at 14 at the halftime PRA. She's been going crazy. Like I said, she was on COVID protocol, but since then has been on an absolute tear over her last 4, 10 and 10, 10, 10, 3, 14 and 10, 17 and 10, 21 and 10. So going right back to her, playing the Sparks, I think she continues to feast offensively, defensively. There's really no one that can match up with her. Nneka, I guess matches up with her, but Nneka is not the defensive presence that Liz Cambridge was, or even her sister is. So I like Jonquel Jones over 13.5 PRA here against the Sparks. These are the 3 total player props I have tonight. Candace Parker over 8 rebounds, Allie Quigley over 1.5 3-pointers made, and Jonquel Jones over 13.5 PRA first half. Again, there has been a ton of variance here in the WNBA. It's important to know that there is volatility, more specifically with the WNBA, in my opinion. And again, I'm not a gambling expert, and this is not financial advice, but please let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these three plays. Please drop a like on this video as well, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.